As one of the newest series on Netflix, My Dad the Bounty Hunter is an action comedy series which focuses on science fiction adventures. It follows Terry, an intergalactic bounty hunter on a job with his stowaway kids, Lisa and Sean. The series got some positive reviews for its relatable story, likable characters, and social commentary. So today, we'll be taking a look at the characters' morality to determine which of these characters are the best in the galaxy and which should be banned from Bucky Quantos. I'm Andrew with Wicked Binge, and these are My Dad the Bounty Hunter characters, good to evil. The rules. Before we start, we should point out that we're only going to be including characters that have appeared more than once. So, characters like Carl, Bucky Quanto, and Methyl Rathox and others will not be included. We are aware that this show has only one season and that there may be more to come, so the morality may change in later seasons. With that out of the way, let's head into space and hunt down our characters of morality. As usual, we'll be starting with our pure and noble characters and working our way down to our most despicable enemies of the galaxy. These characters are the good. Starting off the list with our gold medal of good is the youngest and smartest of Terry's family, Sean. While Sean may be the youngest, he's shown to have the fewest flaws. He's nerdy and can be anxious at times, but he's a happy-go-lucky kid that will go with the flow most of the time. If he gets too anxious though, his right eye will twitch. He's proven that he has wisdom beyond his years, such as fixing KRS's voice, figuring out a way to defeat the Firewalker robot, and linking KRS to Glorlox's ship. He's been more frightened than everyone else, which is understandable since he's like, 6 or 7 years old? But he's always willing to fight for his family when they're in trouble. He befriended a robot, which he named Carl, in a galactic gas station called Warpies.
I'll just call you Carl for short.
He fought a robot in a battle to the death to win a part to fix Terry's damaged ship. These were some of his good, cute moments. He was excited to learn that his mother was an alien and that he himself was half alien. While he may not fully understand, he's anxious to learn more about himself and his alien heritage as the series goes on. Overall, while Sean may be the youngest and smallest of the characters, his heart is bigger than everyone else's in the galaxy. Next, for our silver medal of good, we're giving it to the rebellious Vax. When we were first hearing about Vax, she was depicted as a criminal for the massive corporation The Conglomerate and said to be highly dangerous. However, for the second half of the season, she was shown to be quite the opposite. She worked for the Conglomerate and worked her way up the corporate ladder.
I worked for the Conglomerate. You trust me?
However, when she saw the horrible things the Conglomerate was doing, she quit and joined the rebellion against the company to stop what they were doing. She became one of the leaders with her squadron Satelva and McCoran to free the Chillas from the Conglomerate. As for her personality, she's kind, trusting, smart, a good listener, and a good leader. She gave Lisa advice about her father at Warpies and helped with Lisa and Sean's escape from the Conglomerate. Because of her evasion of Terry and the Conglomerate, she doesn't win the gold medal, but she's a great person and we would love to have her as a leader. Our bronze medal of good is going to the mother of the family, Tess. While we don't see much of her personality, she is shown to be a loving mother to her kids and was a good wife to Terry. She's strong, caring, fair, and understanding of Terry's work, but expects him to do better for his kids.
You do not touch my baby!
And of course, she's been the one picking up on the parenting slack from Terry's work absence. In the season finale, it was revealed that Tess is actually an alien that Terry was hunting for a bounty originally, but ended up falling in love with her. The reason for her bounty is currently unknown. Throughout the relationship that she and Terry were in, Tess proved to be a good person, and she is a good mother through and through. Next up are the cute but terrifying race, the Chillas. We're ranking them all together since they all have about the same personality. When we first see them, they are depicted as helpless creatures that can't defend themselves, but very soon it was revealed that they are anything but helpless. The Conglomerate enslaved the Chillas to mine the minerals needed to make warp pods with shock collars and confuse their language to make them incomprehensible. After they were freed, they proved to be more intelligent than they appeared and were ruthless fighters.
My friend, my people and I owe you our deepest gratitude.
They allied themselves with Vax and Lisa to fight against the Conglomerate. The leader of the Chillas in particular attempted to fight the workers of the Conglomerate even with his shock collar on. Afterwards, he convinced his fellow Chillas to go into space with Terry to save Lisa, Sean, and Vax from Glorlox. So while the Chillas are ruthless warriors and not afraid to attack anything they see, they are loyal to their allies and are willing to fight alongside them no matter what. Next is the robot assistant to Terry, KRS. While it's still unknown what her full name stands for, KRS is Terry's robotic assistant and the brain of his ship. With her changeable personality setting, her morality is a little wacky.
Can we talk about that jacket though? I'm just saying.
What keeps her this high on the list is her compassion and understanding, which remains the same throughout her many personalities. She tells Sean that he's special in his own way, boosting his confidence. Sean linked her to Glorlox's ship upon her suggestion to help fight against the Conglomerate. best. She does rank lower because she's loyal to Terry and told him about Lisa. She'll always follow Terry's commands, who made some messed up decisions, which we'll get to in a little bit. But we're not going to be holding that against her much since she's programmed to listen to all of Terry's commands. Overall, KRS is a great robot companion that will always help and listen. Our last character in the good tier is the adventurous but troublesome daughter of Terry, Lisa. Don't get us wrong, Lisa is a good person that loves her family. She'll always look out for her brother and tries to help her father whenever she can. She's wise beyond her years and will always do what is right, even if others disagree with her.
You had to make it right no matter what.
What ranks her at the bottom of the good tier is her swindling and disobedience. When Terry taught her how to deal cards, she became excellent at poker and took all of her classmates and the janitor's money. She consistently disobeyed her father's orders to stay with him or the ship and butted heads with him several times. Her worst moment was claiming Terry doesn't think about Lisa, Sean, and Tess, which doesn't sit well with Terry. Overall, Lisa needs to work on her swindling and rebellious nature to be higher on the good tier. Other than that, Lisa is a good kid that will always do what is right, even if the whole galaxy is against her. And with that, we are now officially in the gray area. These are the characters that may need a little bit of work to be better liked in the galaxy. Topping the gray area, we have our first and only group in the show, which are the three gaming kids, Mike, Darren, and Damien. While these kids only appeared in one episode, we're giving them a quick mention since the episode introduced Lisa and Sean. Sean was in a group with Mike, Darren, and Damien in a shooting game, kind of similar to the Destiny series. They were mean to Sean and called Lisa names and kicked Sean out of the group when he screwed up. Lisa retaliated against them by beating them at their own game and humiliating them in the process. Since we don't know much about their personalities, we can't rank them any lower. We just hope they learn their lesson and will learn to become good sports. Next in the middle of the gray area is the intergalactic bounty hunter himself, Terry, aka Sabo Brock. Boy, we've got quite a lot to say about Terry. He became an intergalactic bounty hunter after meeting Glorlox and has been one ever since. He's risked his life to provide for his family, but ended up missing out on his kids growing up. He does his best to be a good father to Lisa and Sean, but they never really see eye to eye. Terry takes his job very seriously, and when Lisa and Sean stowed away in his ship, he did his best to protect them. He wanted them to stay on the ship for their own safety, but they quickly proved to him that they were more than capable of taking care of themselves. He's protective, caring, and loves his family. However, his worst moment came when he became furious over Lisa going rogue. Lisa, on the other hand, felt she was only doing the right thing. He yelled at her about putting his job in jeopardy and told her what the conglomerate was doing wasn't their problem.
Our mission is to catch Vax and get paid.
This proves that he didn't care whether the person who hired him was good or evil. He just wanted to capture the fugitive and grab the bounty. After his argument with Lisa, and after questioning the crimes of Vax, he realized that what the conglomerate was doing was messed up and decided to bow out of the bounty. Going forward, he is now trying to do the right thing and go against the conglomerate. So we feel comfortable placing him in the middle of the gray area. Our last placement in the gray area is going to be Krill. From what we know, Krill is a consultant that will charge a fee to reveal the information and location of a person, and he isn't very nice about it. He's rude, selfish, cold-hearted, and hates bounty hunters. He refused to tell Terry where Vax is, and without his fee had no intention of divulging the information. However, we're not placing him in the bad tier because he was upset that both Terry and Glorlox tortured him to extract information. He's just trying to make a living and run a business.
Every time one of you bounty hunters comes along, you want info for free!
While he was shot into space in a box, there's a chance we may see him again since we don't know if he ran out of oxygen or survived, stranded on a planet. We have now made it to the bad to evil tier. These are the characters that have hearts as cold as space. Our first character in the bad tier is the weapons dealer, Torga. Torga is one of the crew members that Glorlox hired. Of Glorlox's crew, Torga has the least amount of screen time. However, what we do know about her is that she's an alien manatee, saying that she's twice as dangerous on land than on sea.
I'm twice as dangerous on land than on sea.
She's strong and great with weapons, and she's not afraid to take anyone down. We're putting her at the bottom of the bad tier since we don't know much about her, and we're hoping that'll change soon. Next up, just outside of the podium, we have the pickpocket Lootbat. Lootbat is the master thief of Glorlox's crew. She can pickpocket anyone and steal whatever she wants. Of those we've covered, she's the more quirky character on the show. She's more talkative, simple-minded, and can be aggressive when she wants to be. After all, she was the one who called Glorlox out when they believed he killed Terry.
Wow, Glorlox, you killed their dad.
She ranks just outside of the top 3 because, since she loves to pickpocket, she still won't hesitate to question Glorlox's leadership. Our bronze medal of evil is going to the last and most aggressive member of Glorlox's crew, Bogdog. Bogdog is like the ruthless dog that no one wants to pet. He's rude, bloodthirsty, but has more bite than bark. He'll attack anyone that calls him cute or adorable.
Oh, you're dead! Ugh.
He's held a grudge against Sean for calling him a cute doggy, and will still try to wreck him even though he's just a kid. He ranks higher since he's willing to kill a kid for calling him cute, but he only gets the bronze medal since our top 2 are way worse than Bogdog. Sit down and have a bone. Just don't eat us, Bogdog. Our silver medal of evil is going to the leader of the bounty crew and Terry's former partner, Glorlox. Glorlox claims he's a nice guy, but we beg to differ. He's rude, selfish, greedy, and a total jerk. He's the one that introduced Terry to the intergalactic bounty business, and they were partners for a very long time. When Terry decided to fly solo, Glorlox was angry with him for a long time and put together his own crew of bounty hunters. Though Glorlox went so far as to attempt to kill Terry for the bounty from the conglomerate, he only gets the silver medal because, as evil as he is, he's not completely heartless. When the conglomerate was only going to give Glorlox 15% of the bounty that Terry was after, he teamed up with Lisa and Terry for a counterblow. While the whole team is currently stranded in space, we definitely have not seen the last of Glorlox and his crew. Finally, our gold medal of evil is going to none other than the conglomerate's enforcer, Fixer. We don't know what his real name is. We know him only as the Fixer. However, his evil knows no bounds. He is a lizard-like alien that is strong, durable, and can regenerate his body. He hired Terry to capture Vax so that her plan to release the Chillos would fail and they could keep them enslaved, mining the minerals needed to make warp pods. In the season finale, Terry, Glorlox, and everyone else turned against him. Then, going for the kill, he tracked down Terry and his whole family for not taking the money and breaking his valuable trinkets.
That we wouldn't come and find you?
A huge fight ensued between Terry's family and Fixer. The family disintegrated Fixer by shoving a warp pod in his chest, but not before he warned them that the conglomerate will never stop hunting them. We will say that Fixer is only one high-ranking member of the conglomerate, and we may see other high-ranking members become new antagonists in future seasons. For now, though, Fixer more than deserves the gold medal of evil for his nastiness and sordid deeds in My Dad the Bounty Hunter Season 1. But before we finish, let's give out some sinner medals. The Darwin medal is going to Bogdog, since he still calls Sean a bot even though he learned that he's a kid. The Sloth medal is going to Terry, since he shirked his responsibilities as a parent to work in space. It's an odd choice, but we're giving the Pride medal to Mike, Darren, and Damien. They're all experienced gamers that pride themselves on being the best there is. The Wrath medal goes to Glorlox. I mean, he tried to kill Terry and his family for abandoning him to fly solo. That wins. Glorlox also wins the Envy medal over his jealousy of Terry and the bounties he's been getting. There were a lot of choices available for the Greed medal. Among them, Glorlox wanting Terry's bounty and Lisa winning poker games to get money, but ultimately, we decided to give it to Fixer of the conglomerate. Out of pure greed, Fixer and the conglomerate enslaved an entire race of Chillos to mine the minerals for warp pods. That's pretty messed up. But let us know in the comments section which characters you felt deserve the gold medals of good and evil. Be sure to hit that notification bell and binge our other videos. But most importantly, stay wicked.